Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, and our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we're in the farmhouse on a very late evening. I did happen to check, by the way, and we're at day 50. We've actually made it 50, I guess technically 51 days now, because it's past midnight. We've survived 50 days. That is amazing. And you know what's even more amazing than surviving 50 days in the long dark is that I remembered at the end of the episode to drop the guts and the bear hide when I came inside to get those curing. That is a miracle. Now, we're facing a bit of a dilemma because I'm really short on food. You know what? I guess technically we could eat this stuff here. I was just checking my own personal inventory just a minute ago. I wanted to go to sleep because I'm so tired. But as far as food goes, all we really have are these crackers, which, in my opinion, they're like emergency rations, as well as the cat stalks and our acorns. I did have a candy bar that I just gobbled down, ate that, just to kind of stave off hunger a little bit. But what I think I need to do, guys, is we're so close to level 5 cooking. Like, it's just, we can almost touch it. I think what I'm going to do is get a fire started, and we'll just cook a tiny bit to get to level 5 cooking, and then we can eat this meat and have a very nice full belly and get a good night's sleep and all that. So I'm going to get the fire started. At the least, even if I don't spend time cooking, I do need to get some light, get a light source here so we can kind of check out the food situation. Alright, the torch is done. Let's put that over here. I did break down a crate here and a crate over there, so I do have a little bit of wood. I should actually have more wood than that. I'm actually surprised. I broke down 2 crates. I wonder what happened. Anyway, we've got a little bit of time on here. I'm going to get a torch in my hand here. Let's go grab some meat. While we're doing that, I will do a little bit of water. I need to make sure I have enough water for us in the morning. Looks like we do have a little bit right there. I'm going to place our pot, and we'll place our other can. Just get a little bit of water cooking. There we go. So we'll save these 3 for the meat. Let's go grab some meat outside. Such a beautiful night. Wow. Incredible. Okay, I guess... Where did I leave the meat? Was it on the other side? Ooh, I'm hearing something. Oh my gosh. That scared me so bad. I thought that was a bear for a second. I'm like, what is that sound? I'm so glad he's scared of me. That scared the crap out of me. I wonder if he sleeps in the doghouse. Guys, I've got chills. That's like literally scared me to death. Okay, where is the meat that I brought? Like, where did I drop that meat? I'm not carrying it. No, I'm not carrying it. So we brought all that. There we go. There's so many doors here. Okay, let's grab this meat.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Guess I'll grab the fat too. I don't need to bring everything. Just enough to kind of get things started. My gosh, that scared me so bad. Okay, I gotta remember the meat is outside this door here. For some reason, I thought it was over here. Alright. Level 5 cooking, here we come. 53 minutes. I do enjoy the sounds of cooking. And the smell as well. We did happen to find a little bit of spices, I think, when we came in here. Just a little bit of spices to get things going. Now, we haven't done any searching yet. Like I said, I broke down a crate right here and this crate. And so I'm actually surprised I don't have more fuel as a result. I see you, potato. You're going to go so good with my meat tonight. really, any of these things are going to help us level up our cooking. We've got a bunch of cans. Maybe I should drop... Let's drop our hatchet and our knife. Just to make sure that I don't accidentally use them. Ooh, our torch is going out, isn't it? I guess that's fine right there. Okay, so there's
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Can of soup. If we get that close to the fire, we can heat it up. Get a little experience. And let's add some more fuel. Okay, I'm going to use one of my torches. So I want to take a look at some of these other items that we have that we could cook. We've got some peaches here. It's not going to take much to push us over the edge of level 5. Tomato soup. Let's cook that up. You can hear everything bubbling and boiling and simmering and sizzling. Okay, the water is done. If I had more pots and pans, I probably would just get some more meat cooking. You know what? I guess technically we can just put a piece of meat on the stove directly. Just takes longer, really. If you don't have a pot or pan, it does take a longer amount of time. Okay, anything else we can cook? I don't think there's a recipe for bear meat with flour and salt and broth. Be nice to check though. Okay, that soup is done. Peaches are done. That soup is done. Okay, we've got an hour on the stove. Guess I could just loot. Let's do some looting while that's cooking. Now I do want to... Oh gosh. I just checked my hunger meter. I do need to eat. Poor guy. He's going to yell at me. If I lost my well-fed, I'd be so mad right now. Let's eat this low-quality tomato soup. You know what? We'll do a little bit better quality. What do we have? We've got the high-quality one. Let's eat this. We're so close to level 5. It'd be kind of a shame to get food poisoning so close to achieving this, you know. Drink a soda. I think that will hold us off until we level up our cooking here. Okay, man, these torches are going so fast. Yeah, I know you're so tired. And check out the time, guys. The sun is going to be up very soon. Yeah, mostly I'm just doing this just to avoid eating our good quality packaged food. Because we cannot travel with bear meat. It's going to be too smelly. I guess we could put it in the sled.
Feels like a lot of gear.
All right, one more minute. There we go. Okay, I got 3 big, heavy chunks of bear meat. Let's put some more on. Okay, the water is done. Let me see if I want to put like the potatoes on there maybe. That actually sounds really good. Let's pick these up. And we'll put the potatoes down. It takes so long to scroll to the potato. I'm just going to drop one. And just put it directly on. 48 minutes. Okay, we just have to make sure we have enough fuel here. We did have a book. No, we used the book to start the fire. The fire, actually. Don't want to use any of my coal if I can help it. I do have these torches here. Okay, let's take care of these torches. You know, if I don't get level 5 cooking after this meat is done, I think I'll just go up to bed. We do have the potatoes we can eat. And that said the potatoes ruined? I wonder if we can cook that. Huh, that's too bad. Okay, 34 minutes. I could just pass some time. Yeah, I will use a torch. May as well look around. Okay, so we got some cooking oil. I had a great comment. I should actually start writing down some of the recipes in my notebook, because you can make ptarmigan pie and some other pie that actually will help you with rope climbs. Well, it actually helps you with I think your weight. Gives you like extra weight carrying capacity, which is going to help us with rope climbs that are coming up. Okay, what about on this shelf here? Okay, we did get the can opener. Bear meat is done. 10 more minutes. Alright. Hey, check it out. Level 5 cooking. Thank you. Man, that was so long in coming. We worked so hard for that.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, I think I just want to go up to bed now. We've got level 5 cooking. I can eat this meat now. Where is the meat? Let's go to our food. So we got some cooked bear meat. And it is not going to give us parasite risk if we eat this. Oh, excellent. That is so good. I actually want to wait till the potatoes done. Do we have any potatoes that are finished? 4 minutes. Let's pass some time and eat a fresh baked potato along with our bear steak. Oh yeah, that is so good. "31 minutes. We're probably not going to make it. That's not going to cook before we go to bed. I just want to get to bed. My heart is actually still kind of pounding from that wolf that snuck around the corner. You know what? It doesn't matter if we eat rancid bad meat either, so I could just leave all this here. Okay, there's the good meat. I just want to get up to bed, guys. Let's get another torch. This is our last torch, so I do need to get some more firewood in the morning. Get another fire. Maybe cook a little bit. I don't know. We have a lot of looting to do. Got to loot this whole house. I'm so glad we found that bear. We got him harvested up. We got the meat all the way back here. And man, I can't believe that wolf didn't attack me. I'm lucky he got scared. It's good I had the torch in my hand. I'm actually surprised how close they come to the house. I didn't expect that. Alright, we're going to sleep for... Let's go for 7 hours. See where that brings us. And I will see you in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. We have survived 49 days. That is weird because... Why does it say 49 days? Because in our book here, I just saw 49, 50, and 51. This is day 51, so I don't understand why it's saying we've survived 49 days. It's kind of weird. But that's okay. It's not that big a deal. I mean, the biggest deal is that we are actually alive. And I don't really care how many days. Okay. I was going to straighten up, but it's not really letting me. That's okay. We've checked that drawer. I think we looted this room in the previous day, like yesterday, right? Okay. And we checked that. We straightened up this room. I remember now. Okay, so I think it's mostly the main level. Down here, yeah. So have we haven't searched here yet. Got a nice amount of daylight. Just to help us with our looting. A little bit of scrap metal, which could be useful. Can I straighten this guy? I guess we can just break it down. Okay. Got a flare. Some ketchup chips. Anything in the box? Okay, these books are going to be really good for firewood. Oh, that's kind of weird. We got some leather. Essentially, that's what that is. We got some gloves I can break down. Okay. Got some cloth if we need it, which makes me wonder how our clothing is doing, condition-wise. We do need to fix up our mittens, our socks, our snow pants. Got quite a few things, actually, that need to be repaired pretty soon. So I will probably be grabbing some cloth here pretty soon. If we don't find some while we are looting, I might take the curtains and the towels and things. Okay, I've already searched that one. I remember checking under the bench there. How about in here? Got a chair I could break down for some firewood.
Excellent.
Yes, I will take that. Soda. Thank you. Looks very nice today with the sunlight. Got a nice little greenhouse effect with the warm light coming through the window. Even though it's freezing cold outside, it actually feels pretty pleasant today. Should we straighten up the cushions? Let's see if I can... No. Alright, so we've got some cedar firewood.
What have we here?
And some accelerant. Probably don't need that. It has been a while since I found some matches. I'm curious, is there anything behind there? No matches today. I will take the crate. Let's move. I'm going to move this crate closer to the stove in case I decide to break that down. Okay, we've got some goods in the fridge, I remember. Searched everything here. I don't think we've been to the basement yet. Do we have to get the toilet? No, we could get some toilet water. May as well get it all located in the kitchen area. Got a sewing kit. Some socks.
Someone's stash.
Yeah, that's their painkiller stash. Okay, I'm going to drop some things in the fridge before we go in the basement. So I don't need the accelerant. We're going to drop the firewood and things over here, like all the books and stuff. Got 7 books. I don't need to haul that with me. And then we got some firewood. I don't need all these painkillers. We're going to leave behind the lower quality ones. 3 bandages is probably the right amount. Can't believe how many stems we have. I might want to leave one of the stems here. But for now, I'll take it. Okay, so all the clothing that we're not wearing, I'll probably leave here. Those are about dead, aren't they? 2% socks. We'll leave the gloves here. Okay, I'm going to drop some water by the stove. By the way, I got to remember, when I do hunting with the bow, I keep forgetting. I need to use this bow, the lowest quality one, first. Okay, let's drop some water and then we're going to go in the basement. 5 liters. Drop 3. Okay, let's go check out the basement. Oh, did I check up here? Yeah, okay. What do we have in the basement today? It's a little bit on the dark side. Might be nice to get our lantern out for this. It's nice and full. Do like having a full lantern. Okay, I've got a new pry bar.
I could use this.
100%. Check around the outer edge here. Oh, maybe we got some more potatoes. 8 potatoes?
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Got a big bag of salt. Okay, anything back here? Man, that really made me heavy, actually. Ooh, look at this. Running river oats. Hiding on the top shelf. Got some cloth. Yeah, that salt really has made me heavy.
Could end up being useful.
Another stem and some antibiotics. Some more crates. I'm going to take those upstairs. Got
Can
some
make something
wires.
with this.
Worn thin wool sweater. Let's clean up a little bit. There we go.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Nice. Got lots of carrots. Tell you what, we could survive here for quite a while, just with all these, all the bear meat, all the food.
I think
Got
I
a
can use this.
fishing boat. Which reminds me, I would really like to do some fishing. Maybe if we get up to Timberwolf Mountain, we can go to the fishing shack. I think I'm going to do that, guys. If we make it to Timberwolf Mountain, I'm going to reward myself with a little fishing expedition in the fishing shack there. Okay, is there anything behind this mirror? No. All this loot is really weighing me down.
This'll come in handy.
It's nice we have a workbench. Be nice if I could carry that upstairs. I don't think it will let me though. That would be so nice if we could somehow bring that by the in the kitchen area.
Is it food or?
The light is so much better upstairs. Okay, as far as I can tell, unless I've missed something, we have looted the entire house. I suppose there could potentially be something in these
I could
crates.
drink almost anything about now.
Let's put out our lantern. Yeah, you can see how much darker it is. It feels like we're almost in a bunker. Alright, we're gonna drag this heavy bag of salt and these bags of potatoes and carrots. We're gonna drag these up to the kitchen. Get everything spread out.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Yes, it is. Let's drop some of this gear. Move the torch over here. Oh, got a little bit of lag there. Okay, I'm gonna move you, crate. Put you over here. What else? I think I'm carrying, actually, I may be carrying some more crates. Am I? Yes, I am. So we're gonna place these. Here. And those can be easily broken down later. And then the salt, let's drop this over here. Sort alphabetically. There we go. 10 kilograms. That is incredible. Now let's put it up top. Right there. Okay, how much oil was in that jerry can that I picked up? I didn't really look. 3.5 liters. That is incredible. I do want to refill my lantern before we drop it. I want to leave this this oil behind, I think. Okay, jerry can, you can come over here on the table, I think. Maybe right there. Okay. What else did I pick up? We got all the food. It's nice I don't feel the need to have to cook anymore. So we got to level 5, so I don't feel like I have to cook these potatoes in order to get the benefit. What would be nice is if I'd picked up that potato sack in the basement. That would have been smart. I don't know if I want to actually go back and get it though, but I wonder if I could have got that and then brought it upstairs. We could keep all the potatoes in it. For now, we're just going to drop all the potatoes on the ground. And then I'll make a new pile for the carrots. Okay, nice. Guts and the bear hide are coming along nicely. Okay. So, sounds like there's a little bit of a storm outside, but really I would like to make our way to Timberwolf Mountain as quickly as we can. We might head over to the barn. It's probably a good plan. I'm going to check our inventory. We'll decide what we're gonna carry with us, what we're gonna leave behind. Also, I need to inventory all this stuff, and just to remember what we're leaving here at the farmhouse. Now, the fat I probably should leave outside. You know what? I'm gonna leave all this. Let's just take all the meat outside.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, let's get out our revolver just in case. I'm gonna get down. Okay, nice. There we go. So we've got 3 piles. Got the fat and the raw meat. It's a huge pile of meat there. Okay. Well, guys, I think I'll take a minute. I'll do a little time lapse here or skip. I'll do some straightening up. I'm also going to inventory what we have in the notebook.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
And so, guys, I'll be right back after I take care of all that stuff. Alright, guys, welcome back. I have been busy at work, straightened things up a little bit, moved the table out of the way. A lot of the time I also spent just inventorying everything. Man, we have so much loot here at the farmhouse. Here is our list. Almost can't fit it all on one screen here. Farmhouse supplies. Pretty amazing. And I'm struggling to decide what I'm going to take with me when we leave here. We'll probably head to the farm, and I want to take some of the loot with us when we go there. By the way, I do want to remember to take this cooking pot. I probably should grab it now. Also, as I was straightening up, I realized that I hadn't searched these cabinets yet, so I'm going to search these really quick. See what's in here.
Thank goodness.
More soda. Excellent. And that's all. Okay, so it is pretty late. I do want to get up to bed and get some sleep in the morning. I think I will do some repairs on some of our clothing items. I may do that actually out in the car. We haven't looted the car out in front of the farmhouse yet. By the way, have I been in here? I have. Okay. Just checking. Where is the bedroom? I think it's over here. So we'll get a good night's sleep, and then in the morning, it's probably a launching point for us to get out of here, get to the barn, I think. So let's get a drink. That meat has been so good, by the way. Been snacking on the meat to keep us well fed. Let's go for 12 hours of sleep, if it will let us. We're pretty tired. And I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. Looks like the sun is just barely peeking up. I'm going to drink some soda this morning. And we'll get a drink. Now, it is pretty dark, but it might just be light enough that we can repair some of these clothing items. I recall our gloves in particular are getting kind of low. 72%. We'll do a little bit of this in the twilight morning. Just to wait till the sun comes up. Okay, we're up to 100% on those. Let's take a look. It's still pretty dark. I think I do have 2 more pieces of cloth. So we're going to try to fix up something else. I'm going to sort by condition here to see what else is low. So our socks and the snow pants. Let's fix up these snow pants. Okay, nice. Actually, I was planning on doing that out in the car, wasn't I? Forgot about that. Let's break down some curtains, get some cloth. And I'll grab a little more. Okay, how is our clothing? The rest of the items. I may wait to do these. I'm kind of concerned about our cabin fever risk, so we have spent a bit of time indoors lately. And like I said, I do want to get out of here as soon as we can, so I'm going to get some meat. In theory, we could cook a little bit, but it's probably best if we just head out, I think. I may want to spread the wealth a little bit. I might take some of these potatoes and carrots with us to the barn. Yeah, and also it's going to be easy to make more water here next time we're here. I'll probably just leave a little bit of water. Maybe we'll take a bunch with us. It's a little bit harder to cook at the barn. Now, Thompson's Crossing does have a big burner stove like this. I know I'm low on torches. I wonder if I should get a fire just long enough to get some torches made. Might not be a bad idea. Trying to decide if I want to cook as well. I think I just want to go, really, but I do need the torches. So we just have the one torch, which could be a problem for us. So I probably better go with my gut feeling here. We're going to get a fire started just to grab some torches really quick. Sorry, I should have done that before I brought you guys back on. So I know it's not the most enjoyable part of the game to watch me pull torches. Maybe I'll do that and then I'll have you guys join me again. Okay guys, welcome back. So I've taken care of a lot of that. I did cook up some rosehip pies. Got 3 rosehip pies while I was doing all that. I also harvested a bunch of cloth. And in the process of doing some cooking and getting the torches and everything, I developed a little bit of cabin fever. So I think it is time to head out. Oh, by the way, I did also pick up 10 more bullets, so I'm only leaving behind 32 rounds. We're going to take, I believe, 20 with us, and I'll drop some of them off at the barn. I think I'm ready to head out, except it sounds like we have a blizzard outside. So I'm still going to head out, but we're going to go to the car and do some repairs with some of this cloth that we have.
Too heavy.
Yeah, we are on the heavy side for sure. So we've got a full-on blizzard. I'm going to get a bite to eat. I'll drop the extra meat. Got to watch out for wolves, of course. We're going to make our way around to the front of the house, but I want to do a quick look over here to make sure we're not missing anything. Looks like we got everything. So we'll make our way to the front of the house. There should be a car here. I'm trying to watch out for wolves. Okay, we can spend some time in this car, as long as we're not too cold. Got some work boots. Nice. Okay, we are warming up. That's good. I was kind of worried that we would be cold in the car, but we actually have an arrow going up. Oh, we got a message.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Way up to the old dam seems open again. Better check it out soon. Okay, I think that is where we came out of. By the way, I do want to stay far away from the cougar territory if I can help it. Signal here. Yeah, so we're like up here somewhere at the house. So it's good. We're nice and far away from the cougar there. Okay, let's try to get rid of this cabin fever. I do need still to fix up some of our clothing, so I may as well take care of that now. Sorting by condition. We got the socks, the boots. These boots probably should be repaired. I'm pretty sure the trail boots are better than the work boots. These weigh 1.5 kilos. I'm sure I've looked at these before. Yeah, these are more lightweight. So we will repair these boots. Hopefully we don't lose our leather here. Nice. 99%. And we used our leather, so that's good. Let's get these socks. You know what? The Cowichan sweater is probably the next best thing to repair. Our socks are also important, but this is going to give us a lot of warmth. %. Nice. All right, let's take care of these socks now. They're looking kind of grubby, worn out. Now they're brand new, 100%. Okay, everything else is good for now. I'll wait till these drop below 75%. We're really just waiting on the storm to pass now. So I do have our field dressing book. I can read for an hour. Just need to make sure we don't get thirsty. All right, let's get a drink. Alright, we're going to read for 1 more hour. Hopefully the storm will pass. Sounds like it is passing. Nice. This looks like pretty good travel weather. I'm going to get out our gun just in case. Let's make sure we're not going to run into a wolf or a bear. Okay, so I need to kind of orient myself. We need to go this direction. I could just go across the hills. Ultimately, we're going to be going that way. But before we head in that direction, we're going to go this way first, and we'll try to loot the barn. We may spend the night there. And I haven't quite decided about Milton. I'm sorry, not Milton. Was that Thompson's Crossing? Oh, we got another pry bar. Don't really want that, but I may take these just to kind of move them to a better loot location. Visibility is looking pretty good. I'm happy about that. You know what? I'll take them. Sure, we'll take them to the barn. Just make sure we're going in the right direction. So I do have the rifle with me. Just stopping to listen for a minute. Always makes me nervous coming up over these hills, as I don't know exactly what I'm going to run into. Yeah, it always makes me nervous going into these the hay bale field here. I have gotten lost in a blizzard in these before. Okay, I see some crows right there up in the sky. Wonder what they are circling. Might be a deer. Of course, we do have lots of wolves in this area. I do see the barn off in the distance, so we'll make our way over in that direction. Could even do a little bit of jogging. So we're going to have to sleep here pretty soon, so we may as well get nice and tired. Okay, how about some feathers? We could use some feathers. Painkillers. No sign of feathers. There we go. All right, wolves, where are you? I thought for a minute that I saw smoke right there, but I think it's just the light on the trees. It's playing tricks on my eyes. Yeah, there's usually wolves hanging out in this area. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Is that... There must be some kind of barn over there. So cabin fever risk. You know, I don't think that's going to be too big of a problem once we get up into Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon. There are just so few places where you can stay indoors. It's probably a good place to go to get rid of cabin fever. Although I guess you can get it in the caves as well. So if it's a cave with a transition, like a loading screen, then you can actually get cabin fever from that. If it's just a shallow cave, then it's actually going to help you get rid of cabin fever. So not too bad of a trek to get here to the barn. The sleeping accommodations here are pretty bad. There's no bed, but we can sleep in the truck. Got our bedroll. We could kind of curl up in the car seat. I never really get a good night's sleep in real life. If I have to sleep in the car, and I've done it a few times, it's not usually a very good night's sleep. But we have good visibility and good weather here. I'm gonna just check these buildings really quick. Don't know if there's much to be found here. And
Feels like night is coming.
I'm kind of curious where the wolves have gone off to. Okay, what loot do you have for us? Barn? Got some tools. Is there anything in here?
Not sure why I feel so tired.
It's gonna get dark pretty quick here. Just see if there's some scrap wood in this little burned out building. Don't really see anything. No scrap wood. Okay, this is bear territory. I think the bear does come pretty close to this. I think there's a chance of finding some loot inside these tractors. May as well check. Yeah, there we go.
Hope I can still eat this.
Granola bar and some cloth. Wrong gun. There we go. Just in case. I also wonder, there can also be some arrows in the archery stand there. Nothing in that one. Let's check out the archery. Yes. Something there. A hatchet.
Thank goodness.
86% and a simple arrow. 75%. That actually is really good. The arrow. Of course, it's always good to have another hatchet, but pretty happy about the arrow. Okay, there can be some sticks in here. I think we are
Feels like a lot of gear.
pretty low. You know, I probably shouldn't put that away. You just have to be careful not to accidentally fire. But I do want to grab a couple sticks. Take advantage of the clear weather. And apparently no sign of wolves. Not sure where they've all gone to. As long as they're not bothering me, I'm okay with that. So we brought quite a bit of loot with us to leave here at the barn. Some extra items. It's going to be a little too dark to loot. I think I might just go to sleep. We are exhausted. We'll put our gun away. Okay, yeah, it is super dark in here. I'm just going to kind of feel my way around. Hope we don't bump into too many things. We will end up looting in the morning. So over here somewhere is the truck. Enter a vehicle, yes. Okay, let's get a drink. We'll get out our sleeping bag and have a good night's sleep, I think. Okay, now technically we are
be able to carry this load for much longer.
Technically we are quite warm. If we wanted to save wear and tear on our sleeping bag, I think it'd be fine just to kind of curl up and sleep right where we are. But to be honest, guys, I would be more comfortable if I used the sleeping bag. So I'm actually going to get out the sleeping bag just to have a little something to keep the draft off. Let's go for 12 hours. Let's get nice and rested. And I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning. Fully healed, fully rested, and fully thirsty. Drink a soda. Let's see what is on the menu for the breakfast today. We do have a few options. Got some peaches. Once again, guys, nothing we eat now that is cooked or that is prepackaged, no matter the condition, it is not going to make us sick. So I'm no longer worried about getting sick from eating the peaches. May as well eat the heavy stuff first. Canned items. And what else? Do we have a candy bar for breakfast? May as well. I do need to do better at trying to keep my belly full as opposed to my inventory. It's an ongoing struggle, as you know. Okay, we're down to 2.04 liters. 2.04 liters, which is... that's not good considering that I thought I was
any good to eat.
I thought I was actually bringing extra water to leave here, and it turns out I actually didn't end up with any extra. Okay, we've got some cloth. I may as well start looting now. Did we check these? Yeah. All right. Let's see what the barn has for us. So we came in this door. So we may as well start looting from this direction. I'm going to grab the scrap metal just to move it to a better location. We can keep our loot all together. Another flare shell.
This stuff will come in handy.
That is handy. Got a note somebody left. I'm going to leave the newspaper. Well, it's been a long time since we had to craft tinder. I don't miss it. I don't miss those days of constantly running out of...
gear is slowing me down.
Constantly running out of tinder plugs at really important times when I need to get a fire started. Seems like so long ago, but we've only survived... Whoa, that was a double take. Some more flare shells. We've only survived, what, 52 days, 53 days-ish? No battery. Okay, this is the fire barrel, so I may as well drop the firewood while I'm here. This shelf is where I like to keep... Look at that, we got a heavy hammer. This shelf is where I prefer to keep my loot when I use the barn.
I could use this.
I'm going to straighten this box a little bit. If it will let me. There we go. Okay, heavy hammer. What are we going to do with you? I suppose we could take it close to... I don't know. We could just leave it there. It's not really important, but it does need to end up probably at Gosh, what is the name of that place? Desolation Point. So if we do go to Thompson's Crossing, I might take that and leave it there because it's going to be closer to the cave that goes to Thompson Crossing. Let's keep looting.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, he's having a hard time carrying all this stuff. Maybe I should take a minute and just drop off some items here. So what did we pick up? I got some more medical, some pain pills. I'll keep 6 of them. We got the shoes we can leave here. Did we pick up anything else? Got a bunch of food. Oh yeah, we got the extra hatchet. That was a really good find. We've got an extra pry bar. Okay, I'm actually just gonna drop these here where we can see them. Let's drop the metal. We're gonna drop the extra hatchet and the oil, probably, I guess, for now. I'll drop the extra pry bar. We're gonna drop 10 rounds of bullets. And we'll drop the tools. That's probably good enough for now until we do some more looting. We'll get it straightened up later. Looks like we found more matches.
That'll come in handy.
Some accelerant and 12 matches. It's always good to find those. Don't see anything under here, but often I do find bullets and things.
I think I can use this.
Ragged wool shirt and a worn long wool scarf. I was just thinking, it's nice we have those tractors outside because they're good for getting rid of cabin fever. We can't really get rid of cabin fever inside the truck because we're still in a building. Nice, we've got a whetstone and a rifle cartridge. Book.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Okay. There can be little bullets and things under here. Don't see anything though. Okay. I think that's it for the barn. I'm gonna take this. Where do I want to put it though? Maybe over here. Yeah. You know what? And it's probably not a bad idea to bring that workbench down here as well. It's not really that big a deal. I'm going to put the barrels over here. Just kind of fun to straighten up and make things look nice, I guess. So, this kind of tends to be my base location here. So, I probably won't spend much time, but if I wanted to, I'd probably clean these up. Curious if we can move the the bales of hay. We cannot. Those are kind of in the way, but... Alright, so let's drop the extra loot we just found. Lamp oil can go on the shelf. Simple tools. The bullets. Pry bar. I can leave this scrap metal on the ground. Almost didn't see that hatchet. There we go. I think I got everything. Okay. Now we do have the matches we just picked up. I'm going to drop 12 of those. And then I don't really need the accelerant. We're getting really good at getting fires started lately, it seems like. It's just extra weight. Okay, we can drop the book. Put that over here. And then I've got some sticks we don't need. I'll take 2. I think I want to keep going. Just press on. I did pick up some more clothing items. I'm going to put those in here. Okay, I think that's everything there. What else did I pick up? Drop the extra hatchet. We dropped the pry bar. I could leave the simple sewing kit here. Oh yeah, and we got the spray cans. And a whetstone. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. So we had the extra spray can. Whoops. I meant to drop that. Here we go. Drop. And we got the extra whetstone. And the sewing kit. I think that's about it. Oh, extra metal. Yeah, we can drop that. And, you know, I'm going to put some cloth. Should I just drop it? Let's just drop the cloth. Yeah, I harvested quite a bit of cloth from the house before we left. It's actually kind of hard to see on the ground. Changed my mind. I'm just going to put it in the box. It just blends in too easily. Let's transfer 11. We'll keep 4 pieces. Just tidy up a little bit and then we can head out, I think. Can I see that if I leave it here? Yeah, I better put it down here. Okay, so we're going to leave a note about all this. We got the heavy hammer, whetstone, sewing kit, bullets, pry bar, hatchet, tools. That's a lot to remember. I'm going to try to remember what I can here. Let's make a quick note. So we've made it to the barn. Does this have another name other than barn? Is this a big red barn? Big red barn. So we have 1 simple tools. We have 1 hatchet. 2 scrap metal. That doesn't matter though. We've got 10 revolver bullets. We had a pry bar. Whetstone. Miscellaneous loot. Oh yeah, we had 12 matches. Miscellaneous loot. Okay. I hope that's everything. Oh, the heavy hammer. I forgot the heavy hammer. That's an important one. But are we going to take this? Do we want to go to Thompson's Crossing? Yeah, I wouldn't mind mapping.
I might have to drop some gear.
Okay, weather's not so good. I'm going to get down low here. Let's do some mapping. Nice, we got the barn. I'm going to take a look at the map again. Let's look at the world map. So we are now at Pleasant Valley. We have come from... Where did we come from? Mystery Lake. We came through the mountains. We came out here. So I think we are like at Pleasant Valley. I think we're like right about where the A is at the barn. So we could go down to Thompson's Crossing, which I think is over here, if I'm not mistaken. And there's the mine, actually. Yeah, that's right. So Thompson's Crossing is like over here. Then there's a mine that goes into Coastal Highway, Crumbling Highway, Desolation Point. So we may want to leave the heavy hammer over here in this area. And then we're going to head straight up north from Thompson's Crossing. We're not going to go down into Coastal Highway or Crumbling Highway or Desolation Point. We are going to head into Timberwolf Mountain. There's going to be a rope climb coming up. So maybe we should go to Thompson's Crossing just to loot before... It kind of helps, you know, the loot starts on a path of deterioration once you come into a region. It might be a good idea to hit that. There's also, if we wanted to, we could also hit the other peak. There's another plane wreck over here with quite a bit of loot, as well as Skeeter's Ridge. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Let me know what you think. Do you think we should go to Skeeter's Ridge and the other plane wreck? Or should we just head straight up to Timberwolf Mountain? Oh, I just saw an animal over there. It's behind a tree now. Don't know what that was. Wonder if there's any wolves or bears out today. Alright guys, well, if you have made it this far into the video, I would just like to say thank you. Appreciate you coming along with me, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take just a minute, press the like button, or leave me a comment. It would be much appreciated. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.